Hey internet, it's Jessica and welcome back to Red Embrace. So we're gonna continue on with Rex's route, and in the last episode he took a bite out of Connor. And I really wasn't expecting that, but I'm assuming he's just doing it just so the other vampires won't just like hurt Connor or hurt Rex himself, because I'm pretty sure he's trying to impress them or trying to like get along with them just because he's a vampire now and he has to be like, I have to be part of like the clansmen and whatever, but we'll see what happens. Fuck, my head! Groaning loudly, I turn over in my bed, reaching for the sheets. Huh? Were my sheets always this small? Also, my bed feels a lot harder than I remember. The mattress was never exactly luxury form, but it wasn't this bad. Wait a second. This isn't my bed. This is... Oh! This is bad. My eyes shoot open. The first thing I see are concrete walls and fluorescent lights. I'm lying on the floor in some kind of warehouse? I pull my aching body up to sit in the sitting position and realize that there are a large cloth draped over me. It looks like something used for covering sacks of crates, but it's unserving as my makeshift blanket. How the hell did I get here? I can't remember anything. I know I had my shift at the diner and talked to Rex, and then we went home. And just like that, it all comes flooding back. Well, yep, it all comes flooding back through my neck. Those noises I made. The strange sensation that were making me feel so hot. God damn it. With an angry cry, I throw away the blanket and push myself up to my feet. It was probably Rex who took me here after that happened. Bastard. I can't believe he actually went through with it. Why do I feel so betrayed? He made it clear a couple nights ago that he only wanted my blood. I guess I just thought he wasn't actually serious about it. Now I feel like a complete idiot. I shouldn't have trusted him. With a strange gloominess clouding around me, I drag myself over to the warehouse and head outside. Ugh, bright. It's broad daylight, probably early afternoon. I must have slept for a really long time. The streets I'm on look like it's not too far from home. I guess Rex dropped me off at this warehouse, not knowing which apartment I lived in. I probably look like a complete shit after all I've been through. Hopefully I'm not mistaken for some crazy bum by people passing by. Is that really your biggest concern right now, Connor? My biggest concern would be like, I thought I made a friend and he took a bite out of me. I made it to my apartment before long, and I waste no time taking a nice cold shower. After some coffee and delicious frozen meals, I feel a bit more like my normal self. But a lot of my energy is still zapped, though I don't know whether it's from being fed on or being pissed off at Rex. Sighing, I slump down into my office chair, shifting my hands into my pocket. Huh? What's this? My hand brushes something thin and crinkly inside my jacket. Huh? It's a note, and it definitely wasn't there last night. I unfold it and scan over the text, which is written in a very messy handwriting. Sorry about tonight. Meet me at Club Skyline tomorrow night. Want to apologize. Oh, honey, he can't spell. That's okay. I don't know what's worse, his butchered spelling of apologize, or the fact that he wants me to meet him again. Well, it's not like I have to. If I wanted to, I could just skip town and get another shitty job somewhere else that isn't Vampire Central. I doubt Rex would come after me. He's too attached to his clan, obviously. Ugh. But to be honest, I do sort of want to see him again, even though I shouldn't. Mostly, I just want to ask why he turned on me last night, instead of defending me like he did a couple of nights ago. Club Skyline pretty close to the diner too, so I could just stop by on my way home. You really have no self-control, Connor. Well, I mean, we gotta find out somehow! Muttering under my breath dryly, I decide to distract myself with some commission work for the rest of the day. My latest commission is a smutty drawing of some person's original characters. Well, you know! I'm not great at drawing erotic stuff normally, but when my mind drifts back to last night, and the hot, sweet sensations that flood through my body, my pen starts to move on its own. He's thinking about it. Okay, well, you know. You gotta get inspiration somewhere, I guess. The way their bodies intertwine, the expression on their faces, somehow I draw it more vividly than I ever could before. Phew, I'm gonna need another cold shower. By the time I finish up and get ready to head to work, my mood's actually a lot brighter. Got some work done, and, well, I get to see Rex in a few hours. Of course, I'm mostly excited just to chew him out. Like always, the streets are fairly busy around this time. I mostly just tune out the racket of the car stereos and blaring horns. It's funny to think out of all the people, next to no one realizes that the city is infested with vampires, and just a few nights ago, I was one of them. My shift goes like normal, full of junkies and the occasional drunk prick. Can I get a number 7? That's a whole pie, sir. Are you sure you really want to eat a whole pie? Hi? I'm not high, you're high. A late night crowd never changes. Finally, I decided to close the shop a little early. Shoving my keys into my pocket, I head towards Club Skyline, sticking to the main road. No vampires left to play tonight, I hope? I nervously laugh under my breath, making sure not to peer down every alleyway I go past. Luckily, it doesn't seem like anyone is trying to make Connor kebabs right now. I reach for the club before long and duck into the dark, crowded interior. Okay. The bass is so loud that my eardrums feel like they might burst. It smells of sweat and probably other bodily fluids too. Ew! I grimace, squinting in the dark to try to find Rex in the sea of dancing bodies. His unnatural red hair is pretty easy to pick out, but I don't see him anywhere. Hang on. Doesn't that bartender look kind of familiar? Rex? I push my way over to the bar quickly, and the man serving drinks turns around to face me. Oh, hey baby! Was wondering when you'd show up. Rex casts me his usual wide feral grin with it energetically shaking a mixer. What the hell? I didn't know you worked here. Hey, a guy needs some spending money, okay? And I don't want to get it all in front of robbing old ladies and shit. He defensively yells his reply over the music, then pours a mixed drink in front of the guy who looks completely smashed. Afterwards, he yanks up a small strip of cloth he was using as a headband and then vaults over the counter and lands beside me. Whoa. Wait, aren't you even on your shift? You can't just... Nah, another dude's coming soon to take over anyway. Come on, come over here. Okay. Grabbing my wrist, Rex tugs me over to the corner of the club and I stumble along behind him. You know, I can follow you just fine without being dragged. I don't want to take any chances. Gotta stake my claim, yeah? Arguing is probably useless, so I just grumble to myself and follow his persistent tugging. Soon we come to a stop in a slightly darker corner of the club. Rex turns around to face me, staying close to we can hear each other without needing to shout. Alright, listen. I know you're probably pissed about last night. Wouldn't you be? For all that talk of protecting me, you sure did a 180 pretty fast. He chews on his bottom lip uncomfortably, scratching his tattooed cheek. Listen, I just had to do what was best for both of us, okay? If I hadn't, those guys would have just seen through it, and you would be locked up in their private blood bags right now. Or worse. He wrinkles his nose, lips pressed together in a tight line. Weren't they your clansmates? Why wouldn't they just listen to you? Why couldn't you just say you were going home with me? That's not how it works. The Helgen, they're all about shoving off. If you were really just a pet, I would've... Rex abruptly cuts off and his eyes go wide. I mean, of course you're my pet. I just... Oh, what was that just now? See, he doesn't want to do this. But, like, at the same time, it's not right, okay? Like, it's not okay. Because, like, Connor has a point. Like, if he really wanted to protect him, he could just told them off. But I'm pretty sure he's just scared of them. You see me more than a pet, huh? Jumping on the opportunity to tease him, I savagely smirk, leaning in a little bit. In response, Rex let out a loud cough and turns his evasive to one side. What? I didn't say that! Listen, it's fucking complicated, okay? Besides, you should be thanking me for saving your ass! I thought the whole point of us meeting was for you to apologize. You're not great at this whole communication thing, are you? It's hard for me to stay mad at Rex for some reason. I think it's because his own awkward way saying he likes me as more than just a pet. Sighing, Rex glances up at the pulsing lights of the ceiling, which reflected in his silver irises. You chased it even better than I thought you would. Okay, that's a little bit, you know. Come again? He mutters something so softly I can barely understand. I said you tasted fucking amazing! The best thing I've ever had in my life! Real talk, I don't know if I can go back to junkie and homeless dudes now that I've had your blood. There's a brief glimmer of hunger in his eyes, mixed with a longing look. Not sure if that's a good thing, but thanks, I guess? Christ, good thing the music is so loud for no one can hear our bizarre conversation. They would just think you're like sucking dick or something like that. Rex is gazing at me expectantly, like he's wanting me to say something else or just outright offer myself to him. Man, the nerve of this guy. Okay, the way it felt last night. Can't you treat me as a friend, not a meal? Well, okay, I get it, like that's flirting and whatever, but at the same time, it's just like you should treat me as a friend, not like I'm not your meal, like, you know, just for blood and something. Like, I feel like I don't know what to say here. Okay, I'm gonna go to the flirting route, just because I want to try to get the good ending. I don't know if that has anything to pertain with it, but we'll see. Let's see what happens. Well, I'm still pretty pissed at you and everything, but it actually felt kind of good for me too. I can't believe I'm saying this, but it was one of the most intense things I've ever experienced. Rex's eyes light up at that, and an eager smirk quickly curls on his lips, showing off his fangs. Of course it was! I took things real slow so you wouldn't pass out right away. It's awesome, right? Shit, man. Those sounds you were making too? It only took a couple seconds for you to get It's Yowie, what do you expect? Yeah, I get the picture. I cut Rex off with a sharp glare, hoping my face isn't going too red. My memory of last night is still a little hazy, but I think I'm fine with that, for my own pride's sake. Anyway, more importantly, I forgive you. Huh? Really? Just this once. If you try to pull something like that again without warning me, I'm not gonna be happy. Rex, too, seems a little thrilled at that. I'm not holding a grudge against him. Eagerly nods his head. He does his best to mask his excitement by clearing his throat afterwards, but it's not hard to see through him. Well, if you're gonna be fussy about it, I'll say something first next time. So needy. I'm needy? Sorry, I must have misheard you over the music. We exchange a few more playful insults and jabs, and I even indulge Rex by dancing with him a little while. Oh, okay. I catch a glimpse of his fangs while he grins at me now and then. And it makes me wonder how far away the vampiric beast inside him ever really is. But right now, it's so hard for him to say anything other than that crazy energetic kid. He really does only have two moods, I guess. Finally, I hesitate to tell Rex that I should head home and to catch him sleep. His instincts are on walking me back, which I end up agreeing in despite my better judgment. Hey. When we close to the apartment, Rex pipes up in a more serious voice, although he sounds a little uncertain. Yeah, what's up? I cast him a curious glance, raising one eyebrow. You think maybe we could trade off seeing each other now and then? I mean, I could stop by the diner some days, you could come by to the club on the others. He scratches the back of his neck a little awkwardly. Oh, is he asking it out? It's so cute! That's actually adorable! I mean, the only thing I really wish he would do would be honest to, like, Connor, be like, I'm afraid of, like, the other vampires, or standing up to them like he did that one guy. You know what I mean? That's the only way he would redeem himself, to be with Connor, in my opinion. Well, I figured you showed up at the diner whether I wanted you to or not. I guess I don't mind stopping by the club now and then, especially if you give me free drinks. Rex lights up like a Christmas tree, flashing me a joyful, fangy grin. Hell yeah! Free drinks are my favorite drink! Anytime he wants! Whoa. He darts forward and pulls me into a crushing hug, which I return with a slight grunt. Ugh, can't you just come up with a nickname for me that isn't... You know, never mind. And just like that, our strange relationship kicked off. And I think also at the same time, I really think that Rex really wants like a companionship, not just like a boyfriend, like someone he can talk to, because like the way that he's talking in the last video, his like the gang members before he turned into a vampire, that was his family, right? And then when he turned into a vampire, it seems like he's not welcome in the Helgen, so he feels like he's alone, and I guess like that's why he likes Connor so much. So he's just like, hey, I can be friends with this guy. At least he likes me for, like, how I am. So I think that's why he really wants to hang out with Connor. Not just for boyfriend material, but just because, like, he likes him as, like, he accepts Rex the way he is. Because he's, like, this weirdo. So most nights, Rex just shows up at the diner not long before I close. And we chat about silly things almost until dawn. I came to visit him at the club Skyline pretty regularly too, where he made a good on his promise of free drinks. But to my surprise, Rex stopped asking me for the blood after that. Whenever I questioned him about it, he brushed me off, acting like he didn't need to feed very often. Maybe it's guilt, maybe it's embarrassment, or maybe he just wants us to be more like regular friends, I can't tell. He started to look even paler than normal though. Oh no, he needs blood though, like that's how vampires live, right? If they don't get the blood, they're gonna die. which it worries me, but once Rex makes up his mind, it's impossible to change it. I think he's trying to, you know what, I think he's trying to be like a normal human again, because like, that's what he really wants. Remember when Connor was like, wouldn't you want to be human again? And he didn't say anything? I think he's trying so hard to be like, hey, if I hang out with this guy and I don't drink anyone's blood or anything like that, I can be human again, which probably won't end well for, you know, Rex. Our relationship itself didn't outright grow beyond friends, even though it was obvious Rex liked me. I guess you could say I'm just too scared to actually date a vampire, especially since I get the feeling Rex clansmen were watching us. Although he's just stupidly adorable or adorably stupid, that sometimes I can hardly keep from pouncing on him. Whoa. Closing time, finally. I let out a sigh of relief. It's been a long shift, but tonight I get to see Rex at the club and grab some on the house beers, something I've started to look forward to a lot. I head over to the club while humming under my breath, enjoying the cool, refreshing night air. Before stepping inside, I smooth out my jacket and hair just the tiniest bit. Like usual, it's pretty packed, and I have to wade my way through the crowd to reach the bar. Rex! Rex, I can really use a drink! What? But when I get close, I realize Rex is standing beside the bar, surrounded by a few figures in punkish outfits. I think I might have recognized a couple of them from the night in the alleyway. Great, the vampires were pissed. Are they his clansmates? So, Rex, what we're trying to say is, you're not part of the Helgen anymore. A look of shock and horror contorts Rex's face, frozen like a mask. His eyes slowly drift between the men around him, as if he's trying to see whether they're joking or not, hoping for it to be a prank. Tough shit, you knew it was coming, didn't you? Yeah, man! You can't just get all close with a fucking human like that! Didn't we keep telling you? Jesus, you're even dumber than I thought you were. Their voices are just barely audible over the pounding bass, but I can hear the scorn in what they say. Rex has the face of someone stuck in a nightmare, and his silver eyes are glazed over in disbelief. Bishop ain't gonna be happy either. You know what he does to guys who break the rules? Go find some other shitty clan that will let you play your blood-bag boyfriend. Don't stay here. Yeah, we don't want you here. Always thought you were a fucking weirdo anyway. Snickering to themselves, the shadow group starts to disperse into the crowd, turning their backs on Rex. Oh man! They disappear one by one until finally Rex stands there alone, still frozen in place. At last, he seems to notice me and our eyes meet. Rex? I take a step towards him, biting my lip. Stay away! He's growling at me suddenly, his eyes narrowing into a desperate glare. Yikes. Rex! Where are you going? Stop! Just like that, Rex turns on his heel and bolts off into the darkness. He obviously heading for the side exit, so I take off after him, running as fast as I can. By the time I make it to the alleyway, Rex is already dashing by the end of the street. Even if I sprint at top speed, I can only barely keep Rex in sight. He hurtles down the sidewalk, his figure growing smaller and smaller in the distance. Ugh! But as I chase after him, I realize where he's going. The warehouse. Sure enough, Rex disappears down the familiar alleyway. I follow him quickly. By the time I reach the narrow road, he's already ducked through the entrance. Given he didn't keep going down the street. Muttering anxiously to myself, I hurry inside the abandoned building. But when I rush into the warehouse basement, I realize Rex has stopped running. Instead, he's slumped on his back under the wall, his face buried in his hands. His body jerks and trembles a little bit, and a muffled noise leaks from between his fingers. Is he crying? Oh no, I feel bad! No! Because he doesn't have family or anywhere. He feels like an outcast. That's what he feels like. I knew they were bullying him! God damn it. Rex? I call out softly to him, but he doesn't lift his head to reply. Well, I can't just leave him like this, can I? Somewhat hesitantly, I approach Rex from the side, half expecting him to bolt away again. But when I get close, the sound of his quiet, choking breaths fills my ear, and I feel an unexpected pang in my chest. Rex, what's wrong? Come on, you can tell me. Did those guys' words really hit you that hard? He looks at me with the expression I've never seen him wear before. Like an innocent child who can't understand why they've been hurt. Sorry. You probably think I'm pretty lame, huh? With a tearful smile, he rubs his eyes with the back of one hand, still shaking. No, I want to hug him! I already thought you were lame a long time ago. Crying's not gonna change that. Doing my best to sound playful, I reach out and gently squeeze his shoulder. For whatever reason, I can't stand the sight of him like this. Even his normal crazy self is much better. Sadness just doesn't suit Rex. That thought lingers in the back of my mind. What's happening? Whoa! All of a sudden, Rex curls his arms around me, pulling my body up against his own. He squeezes me like I'm some kind of oversized teddy bear, burying his face against my neck. At this point, I'm just used to him invading my personal space, but this feels very different. Whoa! Whoa! Okay. They're all I had. Rex whispers bitterly, his breath brushes slightly along my skin. I thought they were my brothers, that I finally found my place where I belonged. But I never believed that they just kicked me out. I guess I never meant anything from them from the start, huh? He curls his fingers tightly into my jacket, clutching onto the fabric for dear life, like he's afraid I'll vanish before his eyes. He's scared of being alone! I had no idea he loved his clansmates so much, or so deeply. I guess a part of me always assumed that he always saw them as peers or friends, never anything more. Yet his broken voice belonged to someone who lost the flesh and blood, who saw his bond ripped in half. So much for friends, so much for family. Rex closes his eyes painfully, forcing out a tiny clear drops that trail down his cheeks. Now they're all gone, and I've got nothing left. His choked words are so quiet that they barely reach my ears. But when I recognize what he's saying, a spark of anger immediately lights up inside me. After all we've been through, Rex thinks he's all alone? That I'm just gonna drop him like everyone else? Oh! It's so cute, sorry! I'm hurt, you know. You're talking like I'm going to drop you. You're talking like I'm going to drop you and leave. When it should be obvious that I like you way too much to ever do that. You're crazy and impulsive, and you got a horrible temper, and you seriously need to learn about personal boundaries? Pausing, and I bite my lip for a moment. His gaze is full of such pure, desperate hope, like a drowning man clinging to a tattered raft. But you're a good kid, Rex. You aren't the big bad guy you try to be. I already decided that I won't leave you alone. Besides, who else would look out for you if I wasn't here to keep you in line? As I speak softly, Rex stares at me with pure awe, as if he can hardly believe what I'm saying. When his tear-filled eyes glimmer in the light, I can't help but think they look incredibly beautiful. Not like the eyes of a monster, not one bit. My body moves on its own, and the moment later, I pull Rex in for a kiss. His lips are cool and a little dry, and I trace my tongue along them gingerly, catching the salty drops of his tears. He doesn't move an inch first, but I keep lavishing his mouth with soft kisses, curling my arms around his neck. Finally, Rex starts to press back against me, his movement slightly hesitating. Once he seems to realize that I'm not tricking him, though, he returns my kisses with an even fiercer passion, arms encircling tightly around my waist. Oh, yay! Oh my god, this is adorable! Like, I feel like with Isaac's route, it was just kind of, like, it was hot and everything, because, like, what he was doing, but, like, at the same time, it was very rushed. For with Rex and, like, Connor, I feel like it's more natural. Is that me? Like, I feel like it's more natural, like, the way that the story progressed. I like it! My tongue slides along and dances with his, and I feel a strong heat rushing up my cheeks. Our kisses grow messier and hotter. The wet sounds echoing around us, that's nice, but no sense of embarrassment wells up inside me. Rex squeezes me in a painful tight grip, but it warms my heart more than anything. I don't want to let him go. I can't believe I never realized it, but I really do care for this bastard. A lot more than I like to admit. Vampire or no, he's still a kid who hasn't really grown up yet. He's not evil, and he's not cruel. He's just lost. Rex teases my lower lip with his fangs, and then laps the corner of my mouth, letting his tongue coax its way forward. Great! Even though his body doesn't give up warmth, the eagerness in which he holds makes me up for it, with each kiss growing more and more heated. When I pause for breath, panting, Rex gazes back at me with an astonishingly gentle smile. There is still a lingering sadness in his eyes, but now they look a little brighter, and so full of adoration that my heart aches. You're calling me crazy. But you gotta be pretty crazy too if you're sticking around. Before I can offer any compliments, he pulls back into another kiss, running his tongue against mine. Damn, he's eager, isn't he? We share a moment for a while longer, savoring every warm second, until finally Rex loosened his grips on me a little. Gotta get out of San Fran. Rex muttering against his lips with a rare, serious look in his eyes. Bitch is gonna come after me. No, us. And as soon as he hears what happened, he's the big boss, and he doesn't let his coven get friendly with humans. He bites his lower lip, his fangs sinking into the pale flesh almost hard enough to pierce it. Some bad shit will happen if we stick around. We gotta leave by tomorrow night. By tomorrow? Rex doesn't seem like he's joking, but so I suck in a sharp breath. Troy will be pissed if it. Troy will be pretty pissed if I just skip out on him like this, but is there anything else I can do? Good thing I don't have any important crap in my apartment, damn. I'll be ready to go by tomorrow night if you are. My grimly confident reply makes Rex let a relieved sigh as he nods his head. Hey, I'm sorry I dragged you into this. I didn't know things were gonna get turned out to be so... He still looks troubled, probably due to his clansman's words from earlier. I pull him back into a rough hug, squeezing him slightly larger form with every ounce of the strength I have. Don't apologize. It's much as my fault as yours. Yeah, it's your fault for luring a guy like me. With your pretty face and attitude and... Hang on. Didn't you just list the smell at the top of the list? Man, things must be really getting serious between us, huh? Hey! You're the one who whines if I ever say it. Stop sending me mixed messages, man! With some of Rex's feistiness returns, a smile grows on my face. I guess when you really care about a person, all that matters is seeing them happy. What a funny thing. Okay guys, I'm gonna end this episode of Red Embrace right here. So yay! We got some progress, but now it's in trouble because I don't even know if I'm gonna get the good or bad ending. We're gonna have to see in the next part. But like I said, I like Isaac, but like I feel like with Rex, his relationship with Connor is a lot more smoother in my opinion, just because of the way like everything happens, you know what I mean? So I feel like from the way it's written, I feel like MC or Connor has more chemistry with Rex than Isaac. That's the way I see it, and I kind of like it, and I feel really bad for Rex, because, like, the guy just wanted a family, and then, like, it turned into this whole thing where he's just, like, alone all the time, and he's scared of being alone. So that really sucks, and I feel really bad because, like, he really wants to be human. He never wanted to be a vampire. He just thought, like, all his friends could be a vampire with him, but it never happened, so he got screwed over. But yeah, I'm pretty sure the next video will be the last one for his route, so if you guys enjoyed this video, remember to leave a like and let me know in the comments what you think. Also, thank you so much to Argent Games for giving me a game key for this game. Rex is so cute, I want to hug him. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye! Thank you, Sam. Reese can go! You want to go die on the waters? Go ahead! God, Jesus Christ, such a... I'll ease your back. It'll make more comfortable since I'm... Oh god, since I'm bigger. Sorry, I'm thinking of something else. Bigger? Height! My stature